SHINRobjira.
Model Kit Sibling Rivalry circa 1989 70th Anniversary Edition. Let's go. Right out of the extremely beautiful box, which we'll talk about very soon, Godzilla will be standing at 4 inches once complete. Same for Biollante Tentacle, but if you extend the head and the body upwards, Biollante will actually stand at 5 inches tall. Very, very nice. In comparison to the Shokugan movie King series Shin Godzillas and Biollante stuff, these guys and one gal, well, this guy and gal, they're gonna be pretty small in comparison to other things, but not to the point where they're easily missed in your collection. Before we move any further, I just want to extend a hearty thank you to my latest $5 patron, Justin. Thank you so much for becoming a ShinRobjira patron there, my guy, and now back to the video wherever this is going to be forcibly placed. Just look at it. It's so beautiful. Oh my god, I love this. I wish I could technically I could hang this up. Just do that and just put some thumbtacks on the wall and hang them up on the thumbtacks, but I kind of don't want to do that because I don't want this to get ruined. This magnificent artwork was done up by an artist by the name of Mercy Rabbit. Mercy Rabbit, if you're watching this, I doubt it, but hey, your artwork is friggin' awesome. I hope to see your artwork gracing the other ones that are getting reissued for the 70th anniversary. And a commemorative coaster. Look at that. It's the Godzilla with Godzilla vs. Biollante beneath it. Fujimi, all 9 yards. Mercy Rabbit. Nothing on the back. But we do get a clear file. Oh yes. On the back of said clear file, it's going to say 70th, Godzilla, Fujimi, not for sale, and it's basically just like a little file folder or something. This I can definitely hang up without putting holes in it. I mean, I could do that for this too, but I'm talking myself into a hole. Let's just take a look at the figures. Chibimaru really living up to the name, because as you saw earlier, these things are quite small. But they're not short on detail, nor are they short on articulation, believe it or not. It's just, you know, they're model kits. They're more so short on paint, so I guess this is a stickers and detail segment. Up first, let's take a look at Biollante. Biollante Tentacle's base over here is just going to be this very earthy, dirty little base that it's sprouting up from. And then when it comes to detail, I mean, the entirety of this thing is just covered in viney leaf foliage looking details, I should say. It's nothing I would stop the presses for, but it is rather lovely. Moving up into the head, the details up top over here are rather nice. Same for the underside over here. Now, this might be an articulation spoiler, but yeah, that mouth opens. And yes, unfortunately, the inside of the mouth will remain unpainted, unlike the promo arts, and there were no stickers included for it. But the detailing is simply beautiful. I mean, just look at that. Just look at this. This looks great. And while I was initially a little bummed that the inside of the mouth would be looking like this, after I got Godzilla's decals on, I actually kind of wish that I didn't put the stickers on the inside of Godzilla's mouth. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Biollante Tentacle over here. She's gonna get a solid star for detail and proper coloration, save for the inside of the mouth. That works, right? And now for the man of the hour, Guchanka. And oh my god, this guy's got the birthing hips of a customized 2B SFM model. I mean, damn. So Godzilla's definitely going to have a lot more to talk about in terms of detailing, because he's got that classic bumpy skin detail going on. He might be a bit shiny for some people's likings, but I'm actually not all that bummed out about it, even though the promo art showed that this was going to be a matte finish, and it's not. But enough about that. I think he looks rather awesome. A bit, wide, as we've discussed, but still very, very cool. Yes, it is a bit basic, but I mean, I think it gets the job done just fine. Godzilla's eyes and the inside of his mouth, both up top and on the bottom, are actually stickers. They are, in fact, decals. Except for his tongue in here, which is actually a whole separate piece that'll be molded in red plastic and is actually movable, if you have an object to get under it, like so. Wasn't expecting that, and if you're a patron, you would know that in full, because I assembled the entire lower jaw without the little rubber ball socket for the ball joint. Ah! And that is exactly why. What am I supposed to put in here? Yeah, I'm 10. But basically, all of Godzilla's teeth over here, including his gums, are going to be this bone white looking color. None of the gums will be painted like on the promo art and such. And save for just having not the funnest time with the eyes, they went on rather easily, and I think they look fantastic. Godzilla's heart is on fire, he is strong with desire, and just by looking at these eyes, you can tell that it rages deep within. Heart's on fire. Rocky 4. Fire shit. Don't worry about Godzilla's head though. I took it off just to get a closer look. It goes right back on, and it stays that way. Which is another thing I like about these kits. You can take them apart and put them back together and not have to worry about anything falling off. And that's about going to wrap it up for Godzilla's decals and details. As the only other thing that is different on the figure is going to be these translucent blue dorsal fins, which look fantastic. Yeah, you kind of have to squint and watch them glint in the light to really catch a wind of those details. But just the fact that they're there and not these bland, solid pieces of just spikes and such, I gotta give Chibimaru, Fujimi, a lot of credit there. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yes, he glows. I quite dig that. Solid star in terms of detail, decals, and those glow-in-the-dark dorsal fins. That's pretty cool. And now let's take a look at articulation, starting of course with Biollante tentacle. Mouth can open and close just like this. As you saw earlier, the mouth is on a ball joint, so when you get it back in there, you can give Biollante a bit of a slack jaw, just like this. It can curve, it can go up and down, any which way. Pretty cool. We're gonna get a swivel at the neck over here, as well as a hinge up, just like that, and a hinge down. Biollante looking down at you. Biollante looking up to God, asking him to kill Peter Parker. We're not doing it. And there will be a swivel up here as well. You can even turn the head sideways and get Biollante looking from left to right, not just up and down. It all works out. And we're essentially going to get the same thing down here nearest the base, a hinge, a swivel, yet another swivel. There won't be anything at this base piece though, because it's kind of just locked in there. But hey, yo, all things considered, I wasn't expecting this thing to move so fluidly, both at the base or at the head. This is quite nice. Fujimi, when are we going to get a full Biollante model kit from you? I would buy that. A lot. And now for Godzilla. There will of course be a swivel at the head. Godzilla will be able to look up, not that far, and down, not that far. Bit of a bummer. His mouth can open and close, not all that far, but good enough. As shown earlier, this tongue is on a ball joint, so it can go up and down rather far. You even get a slight, and I do mean slight, side-to-side movement out of the tongue, which is extra cool. And now I can stop worrying people by moving the tongue with a sharp object, because now we can take a look at the arms, which can indeed swivel all the way around at the shoulder blades over here. A little stiff sometimes, and those hands are very large, so you might have to swivel them too. The arms can also move out and in, so it's not just a swivel over here. Swivel at the bicep over here. See, he's waving. As well as a swivel at the wrist and nothing else. There will also be a ball joint at the torso over here. Godzilla can look back about that far and then forward about that far, so you can actually get him looking down. That combined with the help of his extra wide hips over here. That combined with his extra wide hips and legs over here will allow you to lean him forward and back. Just with the way that this body is shaped, don't attempt a full rotation because they will just pop out like that. Just like that. We will also get a full rotation at the ankle as well as a little bit of a pivot too. Seriously, putting this thing together might have been a pain in my ass. But the fact that so much of this little thing right here is actually movable, even though its range is just as little as it is actually really impressive. Honestly, it makes me want to buy more of these. At the base of the tail over here, you will be able to shift it down and then back up. No ball joint over here, but we will have a ball joint over here and a ball joint over here. I wouldn't exactly call this the greatest curve in the world, but the fact that you can get even a little bit of curve out of this thing is pretty cool. It's impressive. Yeah. Articulation across both of these figures is way more than I was expecting, so I think I'm going to award Godzilla and Biollante a solid star in terms of articulation. I mean, it's a model kit. A small one. I wasn't expecting a lot, but I got quite a lot. Pictures. This kit absolutely did its job. I'm all in. I understand the hype. Now you all are just going to have to tell me which one to get next because I'm indecisive. Might be a bit shiny for some, maybe a bit too plasticky in appearance, but for everything that this little kit does, I'm just impressed. A highly chibified design with high resolution details and more than enough articulation. I want Fujimi to do more. I want a Shin Godzilla. I want a Godzilla 2000. I want like the whole gang, Rogues Gallery and all, to just get Chibimaru sets. I bought this set just for the sheer fact of, oh, you get a Biollante tentacle and an 89 Godzilla. What's wrong there? Nothing's wrong. It's just the fact that I wasn't expecting to like this as much as I do, and yeah, I'm all in, fam. Seriously. That's about going to wrap it up from me, friends and neighbors. Do so hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more Chibimaru Godzilla reviews, just let me know in the comment section down below which one you want to see next. Kiryu Goji, 2002 Kiryu, 2003 Kiryu, Heisei King Ghidorah, or the Mazer Tang. One of those 5. I don't know, whoever gets the most comments or likes on whichever wins or something. Check out my social media, Patreon, $1 month, access to everything. And when next we meet, I think we're finally going to talk about Jack-specific Rodan. Or is it SH Figure Arts 2B? I don't remember. Bye. There you go, the white leotard thong in the back.